Hello and welcome to a tutorial in Photoshop CS4 or CS5 on how to create or turn your friends, I should say, into an avatar. So this is an incredibly detailed tutorial. It's probably the basics, and it's not too hard. It's just some aspects of it can take a while to do. So first of all, we're basically with our image, we're just gonna select layer mask. Just grab our brush tool and we'll select soft brush, and we'll just make it a little smaller depending on the size of your image. We'll also zoom in and we'll just start brushing away here, just covering the face completely. The only thing we're going to leave out are the eyes. So let's just do that now. If you happen to go outside the lines, you just grab the brush tool and just start brushing off the areas just to get rid of the red sections. We also want to color in the ears and the neck. Okay, there we go. So now if we click on the layer mask icon again, you'll see here it's just create a selection of the face or the background. But that's not what we want. We just want the face selected, not the whole background. So we're going to grab our marquee tool here. We're going to right click and hit select inverse. Now this will just make sure that the face is selected. So now what we're going to do is right click on this and hit layer via copy. As you can see here, we'll just move this face to a separate layer while retaining the normal image in the background layer. So now we're going to go to image, adjustments, color balance, and we're basically just going to change it to, well, the blue color, and this will set the basis for what your avatar looks like. So it's a little bit of magenta. So there we go. Now we're going to work on the lips for the moment. So we can actually merge this layer back down. I'm just going to zoom in up on the lips here. We're going to hit our layer mask again, grab our brush tool, soft brush, and we're just going to highlight the lips, just like that. Okay. Now again, let go of the layer mask. And then we right click on the image and hit select inverse. Now we're going to go image, adjustments, and then we'll go, instead of color balance time, we'll use brightness and contrast, and we'll just turn the contrast up just to make it a little darker, and then we'll also turn the brightness down just a little bit. Now again, we'll go image, adjustments, hue and saturation, and we'll just turn down the saturation just a bit like that. Okay, now if we hit Control D, it will get rid of our selection, and there we have the lips. Now we're just going to work on moving the face a little more. So in case we make a mistake when doing this, we'll just hit Control J and just make a copy of the background layer there, just so we can work with that for now. So once again, zooming in, we're going to grab our burn tool. We're going to change the range to mild tones, and we're just going to change the exposure to about 60%. We don't want it too big. Okay. Now we're going to create basically the little marks that are on the avatar's faces, so we'll just start drawing those in now. If your image happens to be darker, you can always turn up the exposure, just to make sure that the effect comes through a lot more. Zooming out once again, now we have the burn marks on our faces. So we can again merge down the layers. Now we're just going to create the spots on the face. So in order to do that, we're going to go Layer, New, Layer, and we'll call this layer Spots. Now what we're going to do is we're simply just going to grab our brush tool. We're going to make sure it's on the soft brush, turn it down to a much smaller size, depending on the size of your image. So for this one, it's quite small. We're also going to change the color to completely white, and we're just going to start dotting just randomly across the forehead, nose, and just parts of the cheek. Again, not too many dots need to be used, but just a few. Okay, zooming out once again, see the dots in our face there. So now we want those dots to look a little brighter, so we're going to go to Layer, Layer Style, and we're going to select Outer Glow. Now we're going to make sure that the blend mode is at Screen. I'm just going to turn the opacity up a little, just to make it brighter. Make sure that's the default color, which is the FFBE, so it's like a dull yellow color. Technique Softer, and we'll change the size to 5 pixels. Now hitting OK there, we'll merge this layer down once again. Okay, now the only part left we have to do now is the eyes. So zooming in once again, not too far, we'll grab our layer mask, and again we're just going to make a selection of the inside of the pupil there. So we're just going to circle around. Okay, so letting go of this, we're going to go back to our marquee tool. We're going to right click, select inverse, and now we have a selection of the eyes. So now again we're going to go to Image, Adjustments, Color Balance, and we're just going to turn it up all the way to yellow. Now that may not be bright enough depending on the lighting and eye color of the person, so again we're just going to do it one more time just to get the color to come through a little more. There we go. Thank you. Now hitting Control D, if we zoom out, we can see that they have yellow eyes. Now we're just going to highlight the eyes just to make it look a little more realistic. So we're going to grab our dodge tool. We're going to set it to highlight and change it to an exposure of about 60%. We're just going to go around the top here. Just predominantly around the top. Zoom out, there we have it. See, this can be quickly done in even under 5 minutes, so it's a nice simple way in order to create a attractive looking effect in Photoshop. I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and thank you for watching.